I was walking in the park and I saw a little duck. The little fucker quacked at me and so I kicked him in the fuck. I'm gonna kick you, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna kick you, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna kick you in the fuck. I saw a little hen and he gave a little cluck. I knew exactly what he meant and so I kicked him in the fuck. I'm gonna kick you, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna kick you, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna kick you in the fuck. Like Dr. Dolittle, I understand what the animals say. They tell me that they hate me each and every single day. To other people, it just sounds like a harmless quack, or moo, or bleat. But I know that they're threatening to kill me in my sleep. I saw a little pig, and he looked a little mucky. The porky bastard oinked at me, and so I kicked him in the fucky. I'm gonna kick you, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna kick you, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna kick you in the fuck.
And so, the moral of the story is, if you're mean to animals, a horse will kick you so hard in the fuck that you'll turn completely inside out. So don't do it, even if you do think we're going to kill you in your sleep.
I've got an iPhone, it's got an app on it, makes me happy. Happy that I've got it, I like it even more than a unicorn. It can even play this lovely song. An iPhone, it plays a song of me, song makes me happy, fills me right up with glee. I get an urge to shout at the folks I see. Oh God, I'm so happy, oh my God! I love this song now, I play it all the time, I don't want to sleep, I'm really, really fine. Some people say I'm completely lost my mind, but God, oh God, I love this song!
Yeah, so the most important thing to realise when you're out looking for these miniature giraffes is that it does count as science, so you really do need to wear a science coat. So the mating call of the giraffe goes very much like this, and obviously I've been doing this since I was a small child, so I've spent many years perfecting the call, but it goes like this.
It's fair to say you started a revolution with giraffes.
Quite literally, we did revolve a lot of giraffes. And then, of course, we realised that simply by using helium, we could have them float in the sky. I'll just prop this up with this special giraffe spoon. What we're making here is a miniature giraffe trap. The thing to remember about little giraffes is that they're very heavy smokers. They love cigarettes. They can detect cigarettes from miles away using their incredibly sensitive noses. Oh, and we've got him under there. Look, there's one, see him? Oh, they're quick, aren't they? Little buggers. Did you see him? Catch him? Stand by the tree line, stand there. No? He's gone now anyway. Probably run to his burrow. More beautiful poetry they do write. Largely about leaves and trees and necks. You can put wheels on them, splint their legs, and ride them down a hill like a go-kart. I'm very fond of the horn things on their head. We did try the hot air giraffes. I think, is that one? Did you hear that? Yeah, I don't know. If it was very faint, long way away. Albatrosses. And you realise with every step that you are the owner of the first human feet to tread on that particular animal. Bang. Boom, in fact. Very messy. I don't consider that tampering with nature, I just consider that progress. No, it's strange, I can't hear any pull back. I must not have done it loud enough.
This is the story of Jane and Steve. They were married. They loved each other very much. Jane loved owls. Steve had a morbid fear of owls. Jane had 100 owls in the house. The owls hated Steve. Steve begged her incessantly, please get rid of the owls. Having these owls here makes my life an intolerable living hell. Look, there's an owl sanctuary next door. It's not a great deal to ask. Just give them to the owl sanctuary. Eventually she agreed. He was so happy that he bought her a new car as a present. When she returned from the owl sanctuary, she seemed to be reticent. What's wrong? It's almost as if you haven't given the owls away, he said. I'm afraid I didn't give them away, she replied. In fact, I kind of accidentally adopted another 100 owls. Now there were 200 owls in the house. Steve's life was hell. Jane went on an owl spotting holiday. She invited Steve along. He declined. They locked the owls in the owl storage room. Once she'd left, he realised to his horror that he'd left the bag of rotting rats that were to be fed to the owls outside their door. He opened the door to feed them and slipped in. The door slammed shut behind him and he was locked with 200 raging owls and a bag of dead rats in the pitch black. It was 3 weeks before Jane returned and freed him. By the time she got back, he was shattered emotionally and mentally, a mere shell of a human. She decided to calm him down with pictures of a holiday. They were pictures of owls. But Steve decided to see a hypnotist to try and cure himself of his morbid fear of owls. It was his only way to save the marriage. The hypnotist put him into a deeply suggestible state. He was just about to purge him of his fear of owls. When he slipped, he knocked Steve out of the window. He fell into a shipping container full of 700 owls. They had to send to Albania for the key to open the container. It didn't arrive for 7 weeks. By the time they released him, he was utterly shattered as a human being, incapable of speech or thought. He got home a gibbering wreck. Jane, unaware of the problem, thought that he would be cured of his fear, and as a present, a celebration, had bought him his own owl. That night, a burglar broke into the house. Jane slept happily through, unaware of the intruder, exhausted by her frolicking with her owls. Steve did not sleep so well, however.